Hey, what is up? Welcome to another Urban Master experiment. So today's project will be installing a roof rack on this Acura RDX. And this is my friend, the Piper. Okay, so this is what came in the box. Did you get it from Amazon?
No, dude, this is a cheap Chinese knockoff. Claim it to be very compatible with the OEM parts, but of course like 3 times as cheap. So we'll see how it works.
All right.
Front brackets, left, right. Okay, we got bolts, we got nuts. You and me. I think we got everything. Thanks.
Yeah, the instructions are not super clear, but looks like we have all the parts, so we'll figure it out. And yeah, let's take the cover, let's take the OEM cover off, and let's see how that looks. All right, so this is the OEM plastic cover that we need to remove, and that's where the rack will be installed. This is the first one. He popped it out. Did you just pull it out?
This, yeah, I tried to play with it before. Yeah, usually you would use like a screwdriver or something like a pry.
So just pull it out.
Yeah.
And it disconnects. So there are 2 pieces here, the back and the front. And then, if you just gently pull it up,
as you can see, those things are slightly different. They have those hooks on both, like the clips on both ends. So careful not to.
Actually, so you have 2 types of clips, right? Like one clip like stays in the rail,
yeah,
and the other one stays in the groove.
And
all right, now we get a gray one.
Complications.
Another thing is, we probably would want to put some kind of blanket or something.
All right, so we opened the important part. So it's really important to cut it while it's here.
So we need to expose the 2 sets of screws.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's right here.
There's a pair here.
Yeah, there's a pair in the front.
And there's 1 pair over here.
It has to go back somehow. So it slides in when you put it back. So we kind of have to push it out.
Okay, let me do the pushing. I'm really good at it. What if you pull this? There's a clip here, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't go out. No.
Well, you want to be careful with that, right? Because are we reinstalling this part back?
Oh yeah.
No, I need a long screwdriver. That's what I need.
Don't have one, but I.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a latch right there that we're gonna try to lift up with a flat screwdriver, and then that thing should pop up. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
You want to do it?
No, Urban Master. You're a great popper.
Oh well, it's there like so tight.
I'm pretty sure. Again, you can push it back.
I don't know how I did it.
You did it. You did it.
Okay, okay, I done it, but now what?
Now I'm closing it, and you push it up.
Pull it up. Oh yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nice. This was the guy that kind of like luckily didn't break all the way, but this is the guy. Man. So the idea, you see, I tried to push it with a screwdriver. I like that. We can always fix this piece of plastic. But all right, should we continue?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so we removed the back, and that exposed these two screws. Now, the next step is to actually measure the rail and cut off this plastic where it needs to be. And same goes for that black plastic piece in the back. This is a front left bracket. It should go in like that. And then there's a clip on the way, so we need to pop this clip off.
Okay. So this is gonna be left. Okay.
So there's a little issue with this thing, as it oftentimes is. Well, I'm sure we can push it in far, but it just kind of like doesn't go as easy as I was hoping.
How about the front? There's nothing in the front?
There's nothing in the front.
So it's just this screw.
So like we need to make the holes larger. Luckily we have assortment of files.
So let's check where the front of this thing is.
So what is the head? Head of the car?
The head of this thing.
Head of the car?
Okay.
Okay, so if this is the head of the car, and this is 2 bolts. 13 goes on the back, like this.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have 3 bolts.
Well, that's what the instruction manual says.
7 and 14. So what is 14? 14 is a larger washer,
Yeah.
and 7 is sleeve. So I assume that this is a sleeve,
Yep.
and this would be a washer.
Yep.
Like whatever the pipe is, and then sleeve, just like that. And then you tighten all the other guys. For now, I'm just hand tightening it.
Right. Want to go in the back?
Yeah, let's do the back now.
The instruction says.
Where's the head? So the front of the car is that way, like that.
Yeah.
And then you put a nut here and a long screw here.
Yes.
So it appears the nut goes on this, and the long screw goes on the empty bolt.
Yeah, that looks
Good luck tightening these bolts. It's gonna be. Do you have deep sockets?
I think I do.
I'm not talking about deep eye sockets. And what we actually did just now, I took that rail off and I bent it because it was flat, and I bent it a little bit. So we're planning to measure where we want to cut from the windshield, right?
Yeah, from the I guess top of the windshield right here.
And the instruction says it should be between 110 and 120 mil.
So, yeah, because
Oliver just showed up.
yeah. Because also like between 100 and 120, that's almost an inch difference.
We couldn't figure out how to measure millimeters, so we had to call our friend Oliver. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all been waiting for. Sergey's the Piper's gonna cut his car. So now we can just push this guy back in. All right. Yeah, looks kind of like.
Well, we have to tighten now.
Yeah,
Right?
everything is loose, finger tightened. Okay, so I tightened these 2 bolts. This rail should be ready.
How much are we gonna tighten it?
Not too tight. So we can actually see the rails. It is better to cut from both sides. At first we thought we were just gonna cut one side, but
Yeah, don't skip the step.
yeah, let's cut off from both sides and just to keep it kind of
Yeah, we're gonna put it like pretty much where
where it was before.
it was before.
An inch from this side? No, a little more. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's good. And same on the other side. So when you install it, actually it has to be, the long lip has to be installed towards the middle of the car.
So are you actually now fastening them in place permanently?
I think so, yeah. I want to take it off because the way you do it, you have to remove the purple piece, and that way the purple piece attaches to the rail and then the white one stays, so you just snap them. And then the way it snaps in, kind of like that. And that's the way it's gonna stay.
Is it gonna cover it?
Oh yeah.
Nice. And
It's actually
yeah,
looks
not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's not gonna go away. I mean, and you already had, even with the factory, you had like all the leaves and crap accumulating somehow there. So it's definitely not a perfect seal. Okay, so now last step is to cut off the back part.
The rear part, yeah. So we're gonna measure it up
It's
first.
gonna be yet another challenge because
Well, I guess along the process we messed it up a little. Alright, so what do we do when we mess it up?
we'll just cover it and hope your wife never finds out.
Sounds like a plan. As long as she's not a avid subscriber.
Oh, she never gonna watch that far.
It has to go back somehow.
So many eyes. The entire internet is watching.
Millions of eyes.
Okay, perfect.
Wow.
So this two corners supposed to align.
Right.
And I wanna cut it like on this. I'm giving myself like plenty of room. Oh, because it goes from the back.
Yes. Like that. So we have to like semi-close it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Clip it up. Again, I'm not going crazy.
Just be gentle.
All right, so now we're gonna try to install this guy.
Can the guys see it?
Oh wow! It almost lines up. Yeah, it's much better. So I'll start with the center one. Make sure it's.
Yeah, you're right.
See this like all shaved, like this
Ah,
one, the left side is shaved off.
Thank
And so what, this just like snaps on? Here, the tricky part is that you get pretty much one shot because these clips, they're like impossible to move, as we just learned. So the way I've done this is actually hook the inner part first, so it goes inside the pipe. Make sure it fits, because otherwise, if you do it otherwise, it'll never fit. And then just wow, this side is actually perfect. No gaps at all.
Nice. Got. So I guess a couple things we learned.
All right, so here's what we got so far. We got one rail. It's actually really solid. There is still a tiny gap in the front between the rubber gasket and the cover, but all in all, it's actually surprisingly solid, and it's a decent quality. First, you just have to install the bracket. And then once the bracket is in, you install the middle part, and then the cover kind of has to go inside and over the bracket. And that was the trickiest part. But so now we're gonna do the other side, but hopefully the other side will be easier. Install the covers now. Again, put it under and persuade it, just like that.
There.
The back one. Okay, it's under. One karate chop coming up. All right, so now we're just gonna put the bolts to secure it. Not that it really needs securing. That is it for now. And if you like this video, share it with your friends, like and subscribe. Take it easy, guys. Do you have any final comments?
No.